Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are in my home gym, Progress Works, and I have got a glutes session mixed with some upper body as well. So just gonna take you through that. However, one thing, obviously I have announced this on my Instagram if you follow me there, but we have officially started contest prep. I started last Tuesday, so it's Friday today, so what is that, like 10 days ago? I think I'm around like 1.5 kilos down already. Really excited, obviously, because we're 16 weeks out and then 21 weeks out from the Olympia. Yeah, not much has really changed, to be fair. She dropped food a little bit, so I'm on just around 2k calories on a rest day and around 2-3 on a training day. So yeah, everything's still good. Steps still 10k, no cardio yet. Doesn't feel like I'm on contest prep, it's just the same. It literally was just, it came to a Tuesday, and she literally just said to me after my check-in, okay, we're gonna start prep today. So I was like, okay, let's start prep. So it was like off-plan meals out, didn't do any of that, I'm gonna eat this, this, and this, because I'm gonna have to sacrifice. It literally was just literally a smooth transition into prep. Had my last off-plan meal the Sunday before it started, and then she surprised me with starting prep 2 weeks early on that Tuesday. So yeah, just doing the do. Excited for the shreds to come, see the progress pay off from off season, hopefully with some improvements. But yeah, today I'm just gonna take you through my session, so let's get it. So the session does start today with glute med kickbacks. One of my favorites, luckily, because they're pretty much in every single session that I do. But I have actually started to cuff them at the knee because when I cuff them at the ankle, I always feel a little bit too much hamstring. When I cuff them at the knee, I don't. I just feel pure glute. So my energy levels don't feel all that high today. I'm due on in the next like 4 days. So not feeling like 100% my best, but I'm not using that as like an excuse to shy away from the session. I've got my logbook, which is on my phone. So I'm following the numbers there, trying to get as close as I can to the weeks previous. And the thing is, if I don't, then so be it. As long as I'm reaching failure and actually putting my all into the session, then that is essentially all that counts. Not every week you're going to match the numbers, improve the numbers. Sometimes you might regress them, but it's important to go into each set with a clear mindset, remembering your why, remembering why you're here doing what you're doing, remembering the end goal, and just giving your all to that individual set. Even if the set before that doesn't go to plan or as you want it to be, that doesn't mean your entire session is written off or the next set, even on the same exercise, is written off. So yeah, every set has a clear mindset going into it and is literally just a reset, refocus, and let's get it. a 5-a-side down this week and a rep down. But like I said, I just tried my best, and that's all you can do. 100% doesn't always look like progression. Sometimes it is showing up and giving whatever your best is on that day. And that's still hard work, and that still pays off. Need these inch carbs more than anything today. I was gonna go into a reel and I was like, nah, I can't. Two sets of abductions now. Usually I feel like I can go straight in on these because obviously I've just done other exercises, but I'm actually going to test where I'm at today just in case my strength isn't quite there. Let's see. We're good to go. 14 reps on this last week. Want to beat it. Want to beat it. It's stuck to this stick. So I'm going to come as 14 and a half, not 15, because that last rep wasn't a full rep, but I am actually really happy with that considering, like I said, on the hip thrusts, they were a little bit down this week. Not on the second set, definitely on the first set, but on this weight last week I got 14, so I'm going to take a half rep there. I'll tell you a funny story. When I used to film my content for like Instagram, for YouTube and things like that, before I learned about like proper form, I used to do everything I could to make like my glutes look good in whatever I was doing. And now these days I've come to realize that when you've got your form good, spot on, yeah, normally that means ugly glutes. So for example, on this, instead of like arching my back out and pushing my glutes out to make them look better, I'm actually tucking my tailbone under a little bit and squeezing my glutes. So yeah, long gone are those days where we do it for the gram, we do it because it looks good. That definitely is not going to get you as far as it could get you if you actually concentrate on form and less on more than what you look like. Of upper back bias lat pull down now. So we are moving on from lower to upper. Feel pretty pumped today. Probably look back at this and be like, where's the muscle? like everything to be, when I film for YouTube, like I want everything to almost be like perfect, energy good, hitting PBs left, right and center and everything like that. But yeah, it's important to show reality, and I feel like reality has come through a bit today, to be fair. Not in a bad mood with my session at all, but my energy levels do feel like a lot lower than on a kind of higher day. So I guess, yeah, it's showing you that not every session is going to be full of energy. I have quite a lot of clients that will come at me sometimes saying like, oh, today strength was down, but it doesn't mean to say that's how the rest of your week is going to play out. This could literally just be a one-off session. You just got to take each variable into consideration. How was sleep, hydration, where you're at in your cycle. So many different variables that come into play that can affect your session, essentially. And yeah, I think for me, it's just cycle, and that's that. So I always finish any session with some posing rounds. So today I'm literally going to set my timer for 10 minutes and literally do 10 minutes of posing. Yeah, and that's it. I think it's really important to do it after a session when your energy levels are a little bit low and you might not feel like doing it. I think it's really good and helps you actually build up your stamina for the stage. Because if you can pose when you're tired and you've just trained legs or upper or whatever it may be, and you can pose well, then what is that going to look like on stage when you actually have energy and are fresh and can then pose well? So that is today's workout and posing done. Boxes ticked with intent, not just ticked. Always got the end goal in mind. And that is really, really, really important, especially on those days that you don't quite feel like you've got the energy for it. At least you still know you can give the full intent to the session, knowing that it's all creating the bigger outcome. And it really does make a difference when you try your best, no matter what energy you've got. So we're going home now. I'm going to eat my post-workout. Then I'm jumping on a call with a posing client of mine who is actually one of my online clients as well. I have got someone competing tomorrow, so I'm going to be looking over her online as well, just through video call via WhatsApp, just to make sure she's all good. She's checking in like 3 times today. So yeah, it'll be good to see her a little bit more in person before I actually see her in person tomorrow. But yeah, for now, we're going to head off home, eat post-workout and get to it. I'm finished with the bowl, honey. I was just waiting for you to move out of the way. Look what he's doing. Doing the washing up
Did
again.
you say that I cooked the chicken?
Okay.
Have you said that I cooked the chicken as well? I cooked the chicken today. Buying back time. See if you're doing it later on.
Did I cook the chicken yesterday?
That's why it's deep, man, honey.
Oh dear. When I got in, I was like, there was loads of washing up in there. I was like, oh, left the washing up again. I feel like this is going to be a running joke of the thing, but he seems to be performing well for the camera, so we just need to do this more often.
This isn't a performance.
It is.
Oh, wow.
Ah, at least it's getting done, hey?
Yeah.
Right.
I need to crack on.
I need to crack on with a posing lesson with my client. So let's get this started. This has got both of our names on it, and it's from Compact. Might be a pair of heels for me and a pair of heels for Mark. I actually don't know what this is. Oh, I wonder. That's jokes. I don't know what this is, to be fair. Oh, amazing. Oh, amazing.
Okay, what's the other one saying? Is there another one? I can't actually see it. Okay.
Oh, this has got something stuck to it, but I don't know. This is funny.
Is there any more?
Yeah, there is 2 more. These mugs are actually really common. Everyone does buy them. This is jokes. Can this be a sensible one? Ah, oh, yes, it is. It is a sensible one, this.
That's my one.
So, yeah, amazing. Little gift from my sponsor, Compact. So, thank you. We've got a selection of incredible mugs here that we shouldn't really give to probably people that come round. Obviously, they're just a joke, guys. But yeah, I find that quite funny. What an unboxing. Right, okay, I need to put these anabolic cups away. That's so funny to me.
Full walk-in.
Yes, please, yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm in screen. Yeah, I think I am. Yeah.
Is your partner watching today?
Yes.
Hello. How cute. He always watches. That's so cute.
Right. I think I'm quite a new there. Right. I don't have a massive stage.
Good. I feel like your hair has grown so much.
I know, it's just been washed, so it's dead straight.
My goodness. I'm like watching that hair, like, wow, incredible. Right, okay, so let's go from the walk in. What I really, really want you to do is go in with that mindset where you're thinking, I'm the shit. Okay, I want you to be thinking, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Okay, because it will come out in your posing. I know it sounds cocky and all that, but yeah, let's see it again and just go in with that sort of mindset. So with the transition at the moment, you're coming from here, yeah, and then you're going, so you're almost like coming round too much, okay? We want to go from here to here, okay? Without coming round too much.
Oh, it's habit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So none of our hand movements, okay, imagine this. You'll be able to imagine this on prep. This is a good one. So, you know, Subway, 6-inch Subway. You don't want your hands coming out further in your transitions than a 6-inch Subway, okay? So no flappy arms. We just, no foot longs. We just want to keep it minimal movement, okay? So that will help you in all of your transitions. Let's go. Okay, just rewind for me. I just want to watch you go to the back. Okay, so at the moment, we're bringing the left arm back. So we're turning to the back, but then we're bringing the arm back. Okay, I want you to try and bring the arm forward and bring the arm forward. So so if you drop your right shoulder first, so almost drop it round to the front, and then drop the other one round to the front. So watch this. Am I in the screen? Yes. So we're here. I want you to look to the back. I want you to drop the back shoulder, okay? So we're almost looking to the back. We're dropping the back shoulder and dropping the other shoulder. So does that make sense? I've done that like obviously bigger than what it needs to be. So essentially you're from here, dropping the shoulder, dropping the shoulder. Okay? So drop, drop.
Okay. I can try.
Okay, give it a go. Yeah, so it's different because before you're coming back on yourself. So take your, wait, we're back to front, aren't we? So it is your right shoulder. So that's the shoulder you're going to bring forward almost first. Do it like excessively, do it over the top. So literally bring it forward and then bring the other one forward. So it's like duh, duh, duh. Go one more time. So try not to bring the left arm back. It's like you keep the shoulders forward. That's better. Good. Go again. Much better. Makes the glutes look better as well because you're not bringing the hand round and like covering them. So you're just coming round to the front and out. Okay? So go through that one more time.
Just from here.
Please. Well done. How is your right shoulder?
It's still a bit tight. Like I'm a lot more conscious about it now.
Yep.
So I'm trying to just like release it every time post back pre-training and
Yep.
before I start posing and everything.
Amazing.
It's still a bit tight, but I feel like I'm getting a bit more use out of it.
Yeah, it looks like it's connecting a little bit more. That's why I asked, to be fair. So what you're doing is obviously working. So yeah, let's go through that again for me and then hit up that pose for me. I would like to see from you is, can you make sure that your feet are in a line with each other first? So I think that your right foot was a little bit further back.
I think it might be the angle. Did you say this one's a bit too far back?
To me, it looks a slight bit far back, yeah.
I can be a bit more forward, just for the angle.
Okay, yep, spot on. Okay, obviously we're going to need to get the hair cut, but we know that. Okay, so I would like to see you turn your glutes slightly to the left, your hips. Just slightly. Okay, now we're straight, but make sure you remain putting pressure through your right leg. Good. There we go. Can you move your hands upwards slightly for me? And can you move your hands inwards for me? Good. Can you tuck your elbows backwards? So obviously we've got a slight lat flare, which we need to keep, but we need the elbows in a little bit because they're coming out a fraction too wide. Can you almost roll your shoulders back a touch for me? And so you want to roll them back, retract them to the floor, so they're like your shoulders are back and down essentially, and keeping that lat spread. So pull them back and keep them back, because I can see a little bit more rear delt when you do that. Bring your hands a smidge closer. Good. Rotate your glutes slightly to the left. Okay, a little less than that. Okay, push back a touch more, and I want to see your back. So you need to push your back towards me. So you're almost leaning backwards with your upper back, but push your glutes out a little more. You can actually push off of your hands onto your quads. Good. Bring your right elbow in a touch. Amazing. Good stuff. Can we do that again? So just relax completely. Can you move your hair? Can you just move it round so I can actually see your back, because it's covered at the moment?
Oh dear.
Yeah. Good. Roll your shoulders back a touch, but keep the lats slightly flared. Keep them back. Good. Right elbow in a touch. Spot on. Very good. Okay, cool. I think this works for you, to be fair. Where the feet are positioned right now, we're not getting too much quad sweep. It's not taking away from the physique at all. So obviously that'll be something we can keep an eye on as your physique changes. Let's go from front pose and continue into back pose for me, please.
I just need a drink.
It's all good.
I'm all hot now. Right.
Can you stay where you are? Can you rotate your glutes round to the front a little more? Yes. Okay. Automatically has made your waist so much smaller. Great. Okay, continue.
Like a small waist.
We do. Good. Very good. Okay, so we need to get the leg down and into position whilst you do your hair, because otherwise you've got it kind of just bent up for a while until you sorted your hair out, then you put your leg down. So we essentially need to keep the glutes lifted, and we need to get into position with our feet and then do our hair like at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got this. Shoulders. There. Good. And it does make a difference when you bring your shoulders back. I start to see a little bit more on your rear delt. Okay, continue.
Oh.
Yeah, other way. Bring it round. There. Good. Amazing. Really good. Okay, so from a perspective of, oh, just pulled the charger out. One sec. So from, I really like what you've done to make your like routine more individual for you. So I've left that hair in on your back pose to be able to show some back, and then obviously get it back on your back. But we can't do that when we're going from front to back, just because it takes a little bit too long. Okay. So go again, but just keep your hair in the same place. So this time we're essentially doing comparisons. Yes, it's from there. Yeah. So basically you just need to not touch it this time.
And then just...
Yeah, but don't bring that arm back. Remember what we said, bring the shoulder forward so you're not hiding the glute. Forwards, forwards. Good. There we go. And continue. Turn that foot more to the side for me. Yes, there. Because we don't want to see the back of your glutes. I want you to turn your waist so we see more of the side glute. Yeah. Yep. Amazing. Good. Okay, go again. To the back. Okay, cool. So today we've got the general routine sorted, okay? You're obviously a very good poser, and that's why we've been able to do this so super quickly. But what we will do next time is we will look at the speed of how you were doing things, okay? And look at the hand flow a little bit more and just piece that together a little bit more, because we need to remember that the only poses that we do are the front pose and the back pose. And sometimes in the transitions, we can take a little bit too long where we're holding them, and that slows us down. And essentially we want to be the first person in the front pose and the first person in the back pose as well, okay? So we don't want to get like almost stuck in the transition shots, okay? You've got a little bit more time when obviously we go into doing your individual, but even still, we just need to make sure with the individual that we're holding for 3 seconds the front pose, 3 seconds the back pose, and we are getting round relatively quick. We'll slow down the hand movements to make things not look really rushed, but keep the foot movements a little bit quicker. But we'll look at that next session. But yeah, do you have any questions for today? I'm glad we looked at this, by the way. I think that's good.
No questions.
Sure?
Yes. It's just, I was just thinking about like core control. I can control it as much as possible now, considering I'm still holding on to a bit more fat.
Yep.
But I was just thinking, obviously when I get leaner, it should be not easier, but it should look easier. Is that
Yeah.
Because I'm currently just like from side on, I can look slightly bigger currently, and I'm trying to fit all in.
So that's generally the same as me, for example. So I think as females, yes, we naturally store more body fat on our stomach, and that can essentially make our shape look different to what it would be when it is leaner. From a core control standpoint, that's where things like daily vacuums comes into play. Are you currently doing them?
Yeah, but not daily. I'd say about 3 to 4 times a week max.
Okay. So let's increase that. Now we're on to prep. It does help with digestion as well, and core control and breathing when we're on stage, okay? So I'll make sure you've got the right link for that, have you?
You have. It on the group.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think we should get that implemented, and then that's going to be a little less of a worry thinking about your waistline. And obviously next time as well, there are techniques that we will be able to put in with more time, where you can breathe in between each pose in the right manner. So we'll also look at that as well. But yeah, don't be worried at all, because your waist will come in a lot. So just don't focus on it. It's just something that will change, just like me, to be fair. And that's something I always look at. Always makes our glutes look a little bit smaller as well, I feel, because we're holding body fat like near the lower part of our back as well, which is literally completely normal. I'm the same. So yeah, fear not, your waist will come in when we get peeled. All good. Cool. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah?
Yes.
Amazing.
I will work on the 6-inch hands and the foot movements, especially coming from the back.
Yes, okay. Just remember that subway, yeah? Don't let it tempt you, though. Okay, spot on. Right, thank you very much. And yeah, I'll speak to you, no doubt, over the weekend. You're resting today?
Yes.
Good. We definitely don't want to be training more than 3 days in a row, okay? So if you ever run into that issue again, honestly, just reach out. It doesn't matter if it's just something with your schedule, just make sure you let me know, because otherwise you're going to end up in such a hole as we progress through prep, and we literally do not want to go there, okay? Cool. All right, perfect. I will speak to you soon. Thank you very much.
Speak to you soon.
Bye. Amazing. So that is actually one of my prep clients that I just posed. She is 16 weeks out at the moment. As you may have been able to see, she has such a good shape. So I am super excited for the journey ahead with her. This will be her first time stepping on stage. So yeah, super excited for that. Right, I think I'm nearly good to go. So So like I briefly touched on in the gym today, I'm 10 days into prep with 16 weeks to go and 21 weeks to go until the Olympia, which is super exciting. Really, really happy with how things are going. Given that I'm due one in a few days as well, seeing some new lows is really exciting, especially given we've got 16 weeks. Meg does want me ready early. I think one of the things I'm most proud of when I look at my physique this year is the fact that we have maintained a glute hamstring tie-in for the whole time since I've stepped off stage. So we are obviously, still in like off-season setting, I would say. But as you can maybe see, we still have a glute hamstring tie-in, which is something that I usually only really have at like 10 to 12 weeks out. So obviously that's really exciting to be at a place where we're seeing that. I am happy with my front pose. So I'm happy with my front pose. I always feel like it takes a while for the shape to be revealed. I do hold quite a bit of body fat around my midsection, and I feel like it makes my glutes not look as big. So yeah, I can't wait obviously for everything just to start coming in, but also I'm really, really making sure that this prep I make the most out of every single day, and I'm not trying to like rush the process too much. Like, I'm excited for what's to come, but I'm trying to embrace my body and just be grateful for the place and the position that I am actually in now without looking too far ahead. And I really do want to make sure that this contest prep I just fully embrace and enjoy every single day, the good, the bad, the hard, the whatever, and just make sure that I really give myself like credit for that and make sure that I am doing everything with intent, which I know I am. So I feel like when I step on stage, I'll feel at peace knowing that there's nothing better than that, essentially, regardless of any result. So today's feedback was that there is no changes. So we have just made one change, and that was literally the day that we started prep. So that is all good. This morning I checked in and I am weighing 58.9. Yesterday I was 58.6. So that would have been 1.3 down. As it stands today, it's a kilo down, but we've seen that low now, so I know it will be back soon. So that's all good. That's obviously over a kilo down in just 10 days, which is fantastic. I am currently, I'm about 4.5 kg off of my last lowest weight of prep, which was 54 kg. And my last stage weight, once full, was 55.1. So 58.6 yesterday, 58.9 today. We're really not that far off with the amount of time that we do have. So I'm excited because I feel like the process isn't going to be completely, beating me into the ground. I could be speaking too soon. I do know that. Prep is always going to get hard when you're obviously sitting at leaner body fat levels, on lower food, higher expenditure, etc. But knowing that I haven't got to pull off like 10 kg, 12 kg is exciting to me because, yeah, it just feels like it could potentially be a little bit of an easier ride. We will see. Hopefully I've not just jinxed myself. So yeah, exciting times ahead. Looking forward to really getting stuck into this prep. I feel like prep only begins when cardio goes in, because at the moment nothing feels different. Like I said, Meg literally randomly told me 2 weeks early, okay, we're starting prep today, and that's it. We went in. So yeah, nothing's really changed, if I'm honest, apart from off-plan meals are now out. Yeah, let's do this. Hopefully we have another weight drop and I don't jinx myself completely and get stuck here by the time I next film. But for now, that is it. I'm signing off. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon.